and welcome. My name is Janine and thank you for joining me here today. Today I have a fall flow for you. So this practice is inspired by the fall equinox, which we just had a week or so ago. So as the season shifts, nature teaches us the art of letting go. The leaves drop, the air cools, and energy turns inward. So really, this is a time to shed what no longer serves, to refine what remains, and to reconnect with what is essential. So this practice will focus on supportive shapes that will help to open up the lungs, soften the belly, and create space for breath and reflection. So let's go ahead and get started. Finding yourself in a comfortable seat. We're going to begin today's practice with a breath exercise. So this is a 3-part breath. We're going to take 2 sharp inhales and then 1 full inhale. And then we'll hold at the top for about 3 seconds. And then we'll fully breathe out of the mouth on our exhale. So it's going to look a little something like this. So we'll do that about 4 or 5 times, and I'll guide you through the first couple rounds. And then I'll encourage you to close down the eyes and to tap inward and just focus on your breath. So for this exercise as well, I'll invite you to bring both of your hands over your belly so you can really feel your belly expand on your inhales and deflate down on your exhale. So let's just take a full round of breath to clear and begin. So deeply breathing in and out. We'll inhale, fully in, hold, 2, 3, breathe out the mouth. And repeat, inhale, fully in, hold at the top, 2, 3, fully out. And follow your own breath a couple more rounds. One more. And return to your natural rhythm of breath. Just feeling your belly move in and out. Just taking a moment here to connect with self. Blinking your eyes open if you have them closed. Let's inhale as we stretch our arms nice and wide into a big T. On your exhale, go ahead and wrap your right arm over your left and just come into a nice hug. So curling yourself forward, dipping your chin to your chest, and just giving yourself a little hug here, maybe swaying side to side. Just taking a few moments here to connect with yourself. This little act of self-love to begin the practice today. And maybe begin to bring to mind what it is that you're ready to let go of. And what this practice can inspire for you to do that. As we come into this next chapter, this next season, this next transitional change. Taking a big inhale as you open up your arms back into that big T. And we'll exhale as we begin to cross our left over our right, this time coming back into that hug. So just curling your chin down, dropping it towards your heart center. Giving yourself a little hug here, swaying side to side, maybe even rocking your head out here. Let yourself just melt into yourself. Again, just connecting to anything that you would like to let go of. So you can make room for the new. Concentrate and refine on what remains. Connecting with what's essential in your life. Taking another breath in, let's open up to that big T. And exhale back into that hug, crossing your right over your left, dipping your chin forward. This time on your inhale, we're going to lift our arms up, crossing at the elbows, coming into an eagle arm shape. So maybe your hands cross once or twice. Inhale as you lift your elbows up high. Maybe your gaze looks up to your fingertips. And exhale as you begin to round your spine, bringing your elbows towards your belly. So we're coming into a little cat and cow shape with the arms here. Inhale as you open up, look up, feel your shoulders opening up back behind you. Exhale as you round forward. Couple times on your own, just moving here with breath. Beginning to wake up the spine. Get a nice big stretch and opening across the shoulder blades. One more. And exhale to release, uncrossing, big T. And exhale as you wrap your left over your right, coming back into that hug. Right away on your inhale, let's uncross the arms, bringing your elbows together, maybe backs of the forearms together, or crossing a second time and bringing your palms together in your eagle arm shape. Inhale as you reach your elbows nice and high, curving your spine here. Exhale as you bring your elbows towards your belly, chin to chest. So seated cat and cow now on the other side. Follow your breath. Inhale as you open up. Exhale as you round forward. Really accentuate this shape. Let your spine curve here. Push your arms away from you. Follow your breath. Moving up and down a couple more times. And coming back to center, let's uncross those hands, open up, big T, nice and wide, open up the chest, and bring your hands to heart center. All right, from here, we're gonna bring our legs out in front of us. So keeping your legs a little wider than your mat distance. So keeping a little micro bend in the knee, if that feels good for you. Sitting back on your sit bones here, grow your spine nice and long. And from here, let's take our left hand and bring it to the outer edge of your right knee. Then from here, go ahead and place your right hand over top of your left. We're going to inhale as we begin to slide our right hand along our leg all the way to the hip, and then stretch it back behind you. So you're opening up in a twist here. And on your exhale, you're going to follow your hand, tracing it up towards the sky in a big circle, and then cross it over your left. So you're placing it on the inside of your right knee and round yourself forward. So that's all in one breath. You're going to inhale again and begin to trace your body, trace your leg, open it up back behind you. Exhale as you circle it up towards the sky and crossing it over your left, grounding yourself in. So you're going to do that a few times. Follow your breath. Really let your entire movement take up your entire breath. So really be intentional, mindful, and slow with these movements, and really articulate in your spine as you do so. So we're kind of coming into this twisted cat-cow type of shape. So open up the chest as you look back behind you and round your arm up and around, forward, crossing it over, and really round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. So that's like your cat shape. So following with your breath 2 more times. Next time you exhale, we're going to cross our right arm all the way over to the outside of our left knee and then round yourself forward. So really pull your shoulder blades apart here, just like you did in your eagle arms. Let your head be heavy, let your neck be heavy. Big breath in. As you untwist, we're going to come into a cactus shape. And then exhale to heart center. So coming over to your left side now. So crossing your right hand so it's on the outer edge of your left knee. Place your left hand so it's over top of your right. And on your inhale, trace your hand along your leg to your hip and then follow your gaze as you open it up back behind you. Exhale as you reach it up and around, big circle, and then cross it over your right. So your hand's on the inside of your knee as you round your spine forward. So follow with your breath. We're going to do that 3 times. Inhale as you open up, gaze looks back. And exhale as you circle it up and around, coming into a C curve with your spine here. Drop your chin to your chest. Inhale as you trace your body, look it back as you open your arm. Exhale as you circle it up and around. 2 more. Inhale as you trace it back. Exhale as you circle it up and around. Last one. On your exhale, go ahead and create a nice big X as you bring your left arm to the outer edge of your right knee. Round it forward. So both your hands are crossed over each other. Take a full round of breath here. And inhale as you come into a cactus shape, untwisting. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale to heart center. All right, from here, we're going to place our feet out in front of us. You're going to bring your hands over your knees and just inhale as you open up your chest, another little cat and cow shape. Exhale as you round your spine, chin to chest, couple times like that. So just feeling these variations in your seated cat and cow. So really working in the spine here. Creating nice opening in the chest, creating space for your breath. Inhale as you open up your chest, and as you exhale, this time when you round your spine, you're going to do so much that you begin to bring yourself down all the way onto the mat. So you're lying down. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest, rock it side to side just for a moment. Then placing your feet onto the earth. You're going to bring your heels so they're about a hand distance away from your sit bones. Place your hands firmly on the mat. Tuck your shoulder blades back behind you. And on your inhale, you're going to begin to lift your hips up towards the sky, coming into a bridge pose. On your exhale, slowly begin to roll yourself down. So we're going to do that 2 more times, rolling bridge here. Follow your breath. Inhale as you reach up, begin to lift your hips to the sky, hug your thighs together, hug your shoulder blades, open your chest. Exhale as you roll it down. Be slow and intentional here once again. Last one, inhale up. And exhale as you roll it down. From here, just go ahead and lift up your hips and move them over to your right hand side, just about an inch. Inhale as you bring your knees up towards the sky, shins are facing up. And exhale as you begin to drop your knees over towards your left. Your right hand reaches wide beside you, coming into a supine twist. So keep your right shoulder glued onto the earth here. Maybe your left hand finds your knee. So your right knee and your right knee and your right hand are going in opposite directions. So maybe your gaze stays looking straight up, or if you would like to drop your head over towards the right-hand side, you can do that as well. So just taking a few rounds of breath here in this supine twist. Working with our large intestine here, wringing things out so we can create space for our lungs to breathe fully, so we can see things more clearly, what we see for our coming months, what we see more clearly that we're ready to let go of. One more round of breath. On your exhale, you're just going to begin to turn yourself over onto your left-hand side. So untwisting, so you're just laying onto your left side now. Use your right hand to help push you up. Leave your knees where they are. So just walk yourself up so you're seated onto your left sit bone here. And then go ahead and place your left hand on your right knee, and we're going to twist ourselves over to the right-hand side, bringing your right hand back behind you. So open up the chest here, let your spine be long. Just getting into another twist variation. Breathing in. And as you exhale, you can untwist. Bring your hands back behind you and just begin to swivel your knees, your legs back forward so you're setting yourself up just where you've started. This time, go ahead and bring your hands underneath your knees. So placing both soles of the feet flat on the earth. And just like before, inhale as you open up the chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. And exhale as you round your spine, bring your chin towards your chest. So a couple more of these seated cat and cows, this time feeling any difference in this hand variation. If you prefer to bring your hands over top of your knees, then totally do that. One more round. And just like before, on your exhale, as you begin to round your spine, bring yourself slowly down onto the earth. Hug your knees into your chest once you get there, a little rock side to side. And then go ahead and place your feet back onto the earth. So setting ourselves back up into that bridge pose, but this time we'll have a variation with our arms. So bringing your hands, so they're about a hand distance away from your heels. On your inhales, you begin to push your hips, your pelvis up. Go ahead and clasp your hands underneath you. Bring your elbows in and your shoulders in just slightly so that you can open your chest up even more and push your hips up even higher. So if you'd like to do this variation, great. If you'd like to stick with your traditional rolling bridges, then you can also do that. So if you're pushing your hips up nice and high, just holding here for 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and unclasp your hands and slowly begin to roll yourself back down. So we're going to do that 2 more times, either your regular bridge or this variation. Inhale as you begin to push into your feet so much that your hips begin to lift. Maybe clasping your hands underneath, bringing your elbows closer together. Open up the chest here, hug your thighs. And exhale as you release your hands, roll it back down. One more time, follow your breath. Exhale as you release, bringing it all the way down. Pick your hips up one more time, scoot them over to the left-hand side, lift your knees, your shins to the sky, and go ahead and drop your knees and your legs over to your right-hand side, bringing your right hand over your knee, maybe opening up with your left hand. Maybe your gaze follows, or maybe you keep your neck, your head neutral, and you continue to look up towards the sky. And just taking a few rounds of breath here in the supine twist on your second side. Maybe allowing for the symbolization of the falling leaves to remind us to gently let go, as all things must change and all things must shift. And I love this time, this fall, this autumn. There's so many beautiful colors. The sun is still shining bright in the sky. So again, it's like a beautiful symbol that even though change is happening, change is upon us, things are beautiful and things are bright, we can embrace the new change of colors, can embrace the shorter days, reminding us to slow down, to ask ourselves what we need. One more round of breath. As you exhale, just begin to turn yourself over onto your right hand side, coming into a little fetal position. So you're laying on your side. Use your left hand to help push you up when you're ready. Keep your knees and your legs just where they are. And bring your right hand onto the outer edge of your left knee. Left hand back behind you as you open up into a twist. Couple rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, bring your hands back behind you, swivel your knees and your legs back forward so you're sitting yourself back up just where you began. From here, we're going to keep our hands back behind us, fingers facing forward. Place both feet so they're nice and flat on the earth. Hug your shoulders and your elbows together. Open up your chest, and we're going to inhale as we lift our hips to the sky, coming into a reverse tabletop or altar pose. So feel that big opening in your shoulders, nice big stretch. Lift your hips, your pelvis up towards the sky. Let your neck, your head be heavy here if that feels okay for you. Taking a big round of breath. And slowly, with integrity, exhale as you release, bringing your hips down towards the earth. From here, we're just going to hug our arms around our knees, drop your head in towards your knee, into a little pod, a little seed shape here. Just take 2 rounds of breath. Lifting your head back up. And slowly, with control, just like before, you're going to lower yourself back down onto the mat. So you're lying down, hug your knees into your chest, rock it out side to side here. And from here, we'll come into a little happy baby shape. So go ahead and thread your hands on the inside of your legs, grabbing onto the outer edges of your feet. Maybe you just want to bring the soles of the feet together, and that's enough as you open up the groin and your hips here. Or if you'd like to, you can shine your feet, the soles of your feet up towards the sky. Pulling yourself down, pulling your feet down so your knees are coming closer towards the earth. Maybe staying in stillness here if this feels okay for you, or if you would like to introduce a little bit of movement, then feel free to do that as well. Breathing deeply, filling up your belly, letting it be soft. And go ahead and slowly release. We'll bring our feet down onto the earth, flat, our soles of the feet flat on the earth. So from here, we're going to come into a little supported bridge shape. So I have one block here. If you have a block nearby, then go ahead and grab that. Or perhaps grab a stiffer towel or a pillow, or maybe roll up your sweater or anything that you do have nearby. And if you don't have anything, then that's okay as well. But if you do, when you're ready, we're just gonna grab that prop and we're gonna lift our hips up and place it right underneath our sacrum. So once you feel a nice spot there, kind of right at the tailbone, you'll feel it. It's a nice decompression on the lower back. Maybe hug your shoulder blades again, so you're kind of tucking them underneath each other. I find this just gives us a little bit more integrity and helps us to really open up the chest. So maybe let your hands fall out on either side, palms facing up. And we'll just take about 5 or 6 rounds of breath here, just to again let that lumbar spine decompress in this bridge variation. And if you don't have a prop today, you can come up into a regular bridge one more time. And then maybe allow your knees to just knock in towards one another and you're in a constructive rest shape. So just taking a moment here, we're slowing things down, nearing the end of the practice. Maybe as we've brought into mind what we're ready to let go of, what is no longer serving us. And maybe we can also bring to mind what it is that matters to us, what we want to reconnect ourselves with. What are our values? What things help to bring us into our most authentic self, our most authentic being? What feels fulfilling in life that we want to reconnect ourselves to? So both things are important. As we let go, we also connect. And as we let go, it helps us to come into greater alignment with ourselves, with our true authentic selves. By letting go what we no longer need. Just taking 2 more rounds of breath here. Let your breath be full. Let your belly be soft. And on your next inhale, go ahead and lift your hips back up just so you can remove your prop if you have it. And from here, we'll just set ourselves up in our final resting pose in Shavasana. So go ahead and stretch your legs out long. Get out any wiggles or any movement that you need to in the body. If there's any final shapes or postures that you'd like to get into to help you better relax, then please feel free to take a moment to do that now. But just get yourself comfy, maybe get a blanket, put on a sweater, put on your socks if you need to. Take your hair down, remove your glasses, or just do whatever you need to do to send those signals to your body that it's time to relax and it's time to physically let go. So again, maybe tuck those shoulder blades underneath you so you can allow for your chest to be open. Let your feet fall out away from you, palms shining up towards the sky. Or if it feels better for you to place your hands on top of your body somewhere, maybe on your belly. And then do that, do what you're called to. And just slowly begin to soften where you might be holding tension. Soften your jaw. Soften that point between your eyebrows. Where can you let go? Let your breath just be natural. Let it flow freely through you. And we'll just be here for a couple minutes. So let yourself soak up your practice. Let yourself rest. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness to what's around you, any sounds. Any feelings, temperature. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, physically bringing yourself back into some gentle movement. Begin to slowly bend one knee at a time. Maybe stretching your hands, your arms above you. Grabbing onto opposite elbows if that feels good to open up the chest here. Maybe letting your knees drop over to one side. And then the other, a little windshield wiper shape. Whatever feels good for you to begin to slowly move your body. When you're ready, you can go ahead and roll over to one side, whatever side feels good for you. Coming into a little fetal shape one more time. Take a full round of breath here. And then push yourself up using your hand to do all the work. Let your head, your torso be heavy here as you slowly walk yourself up to a seat. Sitting in the Sukhasana, and you're cross-legged or maybe on your shins, on your knees. Keeping your eyes closed down here. So you can just tune in and connect with yourself in these final moments of practice. From here, I'll invite you to bring your hands over your heart, dipping your chin towards your chest, and just showing yourself a little bit of love and a little bit of gratitude for taking this time for you, for taking this time in self-inquiry and curiosity of getting to know yourself little by little more each day. Let's take a big deep breath in to close the practice and let it out your mouth on your exhale. Saying namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for joining me here. I hope that this practice felt good in your body. And again, I hope that you've given yourself a little love and gratitude for taking this time. It is so, so important to just carve out this time for yourself. And it helps us to get to know ourselves. You know, these seasonal changes, these times that are obviously shifting and obviously changing, are such a good reminder for us to look inward and to actually take notice of the changes that are going on within, because they are happening all the time, whether it's spring, whether it's summer or autumn or winter. Every day there are small incremental changes, and sometimes there's big changes that happen. So I think that these seasonal changes in nature, again, it's teaching us the art of letting go. It's teaching us the art of getting to know ourselves and just being more curious, observing, taking time. So again, thank you so much for joining me and for being here. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. It helps YouTube's algorithm for sharing with the world and being able to put these practices out and share the big love, share the bigger picture of it all. And please please leave a comment. I would love to hear how this went for you. Share this practice with somebody that you think might benefit, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Mwah.